Hi everyone, thanks for coming to my channel. I want to thank you for being a part of my channel, for watching my content, for liking my videos, and subscribing. I wanted to preface this video today. It started out, and it is actually, all about my morning chores. I have my 2 horses and my donkey, and every morning I go out there and you're going to see my routine. But it became something different when I was watching it back because I was going to do a voiceover. And I realized that I haven't really shared the story of when Blueberry had a terrible reaction to some food that we had purchased for them. So I decided while I was watching my video that I was going to include pictures of this food allergy. And I wanted to warn you beforehand that there are graphic pictures in this video. And I wanted you to know that these are from the past. These are from a month ago. She's completely healed now, but in the video that you're about to watch, you're going to see me really, really itching good under that tummy. And she's loving it, and you'll see it in her face. And it took a lot for me to do this because I really didn't want to exploit this, but I want you to see what something small could turn into and how saving a buck or two is not worth it. It's just not worth it. And I honestly don't think I'll ever try to save $1 again. Not when it comes to my animals' food. Never again. Thanks again for coming and watching. And again, please understand that this is a healed reaction, but you're going to see the photos of when it was in full bloom, and it is not pretty. Thanks. Every morning starts out just like this. I go into the barn, and usually it's Belle that wants to be brushed first, but for some reason today she said, no thanks, I want to go eat in the sweet field. So she just walked off, and I said, okay. I always let the horses choose what's what. It's just so much less effort. So here you're seeing me give Blue a really nice, thorough scratch and a good brushing. And I'm brushing underneath her belly where she did have that food allergy. And she's healing still, and with most healing comes a great deal of itching, as we as humans know also. So she's really easy too when it comes to winter shed. She loses her shed so much easier than Belle does. She's just about clear of any excess fur left over from winter. And I got a good spot here. As you can see, she's telling me. So now I'm going back to her belly because I know that I want to check it out and make sure that everything's still good and there's no hot spots and it all looks good. Please look away if you have a squeamish way about you, or if things, when it comes to any kind of blood or any kind of visible injury, I implore you to fast forward, skip the video, get off the video completely, whatever you think you need to do, because these pictures are going to be graphic. This is a reason why I didn't want to share this in the first place. So again, if you're in any way squeamish of the sight of blood or injury, this is a full-blown food allergic reaction. This was not at all known to us. As some of you may already know, Blueberry was an abandoned Arabian. She was abandoned at the BLM, not really a rescue, but I guess it was a rescue in Edwardsville, Illinois. Now what you're looking at is her posterior right leg, just above her hock and her knee area. Now, the area above that you see that looks like blood, and it is, was not visible until I used the curry comb to go down her leg, as I usually would do to groom her every day. And the more that I used the curry comb, I realized that a really unusual amount of hair was coming. And so I kept going, and I saw some flakes of skin. And then, as you can imagine, it just became a probing of just how far this irritation was going. And when I realized how far it was going, obviously, I was extremely alarmed. Now, when I got to the high upper leg right here on the top of the image, my heart about stopped. So then I went on to other areas. This is her belly when it first started, and I was using the curry comb and pulling away, and I realized that whole mats of hair were falling off, and it was absolutely heartbreaking. Now, as I was using the curry comb, I realized that this tissue that you're seeing here was actually necrotic. It was dead skin. So I knew I had to get the dead skin off. And this is what became visible once I removed the layer of dead skin. And it was a huge area of her belly that was weeping. Now, this term I've heard used before because I have family members with skin conditions, and when they have any kind of inflammation or it flares up on them, they have a weeping in their skin, and it comes out through the pores. So I knew when I saw this, I had an idea of what exactly I was looking at. I was looking at a skin allergic reaction to something, and so I was placed in a moment where I could just stare at my baby and go to God and say, Lord, what has changed? What has made this come on? And that's when I had realized we changed their food. Now, once I came to that recollection of changing their diet, changing their food, I knew first then, change it. I ran to Farm and Home. I got her old food back. I took her immediately off of that food that had done this to her. And I kept the other horses. They were fine, not exhibiting any symptoms, but I took her completely off. And today, she's completely healed. Everything is gone. She's got some scar tissue underneath, of course, that's to be expected. And she still has those itchy spots. But she's doing much better today. And as you can see, she's enjoying this scratch very nicely as she continues to heal. That was not a comfortable thing for me to share with you, and I know that if I could help any other prevent this kind of unnecessary irritation to their animals, I have done a great service. And that's really what I'm after. I'm after sharing good content and helping others. If you have watched any of my videos, you know that I like to share what I've learned.
Well, I'm not ready
There's a
to do
bossy
that
bell
yet.
telling
I'm
me that I'm just
Blueberry.
taking way too long to let her go into the sweet pasture. She's a riot. Rather impatient, too. Oh, look. someone realizes she's not going to get her way just yet. So she's coming in to get some of that brushing. Now the back 5 acres are really lush and green, and just all the sugar content in that pasture is very high. So I only let them out into the back 5 acres in the morning, and then I will call them in probably about 4 hours, 5 hours, around, oh, it depends, between, I guess, about 1 o'clock, maybe? That sounds about right. Now the fly spray that I have found most effective on my farm is called Ultra Shield EX. It's in a black spray bottle. And then you'll see I'll go to Vetericin spray. You can find it at any farm and home store. And that's for irritations and abrasions of the skin. And it's really helping with her continued healing and her continued itching. It's definitely shown some wonderful relief for her, and so definitely recommend that. It's rather well known, I'm sure, but just so you know what that blue bottle was and that black bottle that I was using. Good. Your shoes? I found that making videos of me grooming the horses or working in the barn is a little out of my norm, because when I work, and that's all work, I'm very quiet. I don't do a lot of talking when I'm working. It's about the only time that I'm not talking, and when I'm sleeping, of course. But when I work, I usually don't talk. So I think I'm going to try to focus on doing more voiceovers, because, yeah, I don't talk much when I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and manual labor, oddly enough, I really enjoy. The rest of this video, the next, I don't know how many, 7 minutes or so, is all going to be footage of me grooming the horses and just ridding them of some of that shed. I'm not going to include any more real bone-chilling facts or anything. So if you have something else that you need to do today, feel free to stop watching. I make a lot of these videos for myself also, for my own pleasure. I know that one day I'm not going to have these horses. I know one day I'm going to be either too weak, or they'll just pass naturally, and I'll no longer have them. So my videos are as much for me, if not more, than for others that might enjoy it. You can hear the ducks just outside of the barn. When it rains a whole lot, right in front of the front door of the barn, there is like this natural ponding that happens, and the ducks are out there, and you can hear them splashing and quacking. Those are our ducks. They just love it, obviously. Probably the only animal on our farm that does love the rain is our ducks, but we just got a really good rain, I guess almost an inch. So we've got that natural ponding going on. So if you hear them splashing or splursh and all those sounds, that's what you're hearing. That was Luther, and I just thought that I'd point that out. They belong here. Well, folks, I'm so glad you can be here and enjoy my video and my content on my channel. I would appreciate it if you subscribed, you liked the video, and even comment. Share it would be wonderful also. I've canceled Twitter because they've gotten way too political and stressful for me. So I've just decided to just end my account on Twitter. So I can't really share other channels on Twitter, but I can certainly comment, and I'm told that helps the algorithm or the computer matrix pick it up and share it to others. So comment if you would. Press the like button. That's supposed to help circulate the videos a lot. Get this video out to folks so that they can get some understanding of what to look for when something goes wrong after changing your animal's food. I think it could really be helpful. Looks like Belle's about done. She's going to head out, and so am I. So you all have a wonderful day, and thanks again for being here. And we'll talk soon. Bye-bye. Lucy's like, hey, wait for me. Look at that tongue. She's adorable.